Good morning. Good morning. Today is July 7th. Looking at the overall economical calendar, you guys can see that we have non-farm payrolls today. We have unemployment information coming out today. Make sure you guys check this out. This overall news has the possibility of affecting your overall trades, right? Jumping into the watch list, we're going to look at Meta first, right? Meta and Tesla have some type of beef going on, or basically they're going back and forth over this new thread. I don't know if you guys signed up for it or anything like that, but looking at the overall chart for Meta, Meta hit 300 yesterday. Tesla actually said they're going to sue Meta over this issue. Actually, it came out this morning. So let's see what happens. They're claiming that Meta hired basically old Twitter employees to help them create the platform. Comment below what you guys think. Looking at Meta over here, you can see we hit a high of 300 and we basically started pulling back. The overall market yesterday was pulling back as well. You guys can see that we went from 300 all the way down towards like these 290 levels. Want to watch to see what overall happens over here. RSI is getting oversold. MACD is still crossed down. We had a support over here at 288 yesterday. So if we do break 288, we could probably sink down towards 285. Make sure you watch for the break of 291 before we start pushing up towards 295, maybe even back up towards those 300 levels. Make sure you set an alert as well to the upside and the downside. This way you guys are aware and you guys get that message that, hey, the stock has broken a key level. You're not sitting here watching the stock all day. Overall, let's jump over towards the next stock we're going to talk about in the video. The video is still going sideways. This is not what you want to trade, especially as a day trader. You want some type of direction, right? Whenever the market or a stock doesn't have direction, you guys don't see we can't see proper opportunities to get in or get out of a stock. So definitely want to be cautious with NVIDIA. Just wanted to throw this into a watch list so you guys could just see what's going on, right? Whenever you guys see this long sideways action, this is not good for price action, especially as an option trader. You definitely want clean movement. Not to say that this is completely untradeable, but we're not getting clean movements. So you could possibly get a move down and then it could possibly try to reverse on you on a support level. So I like to see fluid movement within the chart or nice direction within the chart before I look to basically get into a long position or short position. Like something over here, you can see for a long period of time, the stock was moving up. You knew that, hey, the stock is holding the trade line over here. We could possibly get into long positions. Right now, we're basically violating the trade line up and down, and that is not key when you're looking for good momentum or trades. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Jumping over towards the next stop, we're talking about Shopify. Shopify is doing the same situation. We hit 67. We basically hitting 61. Our side is getting oversold over here, so we can start setting alerts for possible long positions. Let's check that 1 year. Always good to check the 1 year, 1 day. That gives you an overall rhythm of what's going on. So you can see the 180 day was oversold on the RSI, but the 1 year is actually crossed down on the MACD. We're below the trade line around like 63, and the RSI has room to the downside. So Shopify, if you guys remember, after it beat earnings, we did have like that huge bounce from basically 47 to 67. And now it looks like it's trying to give some of that bounce back. What do you guys think below? Jumping over towards the next one, we're going to talk about Tesla. We're going to look at Tesla on the 1 year as well. Tesla basically was pushing up, hit a resistance around 284. 284 was a previous resistance level before. RSI is overbought, right? Meaning that is deemed not a good value, right? So, like I said yesterday, we possibly have a pullback before we continue the uptrend, or we could just pull back. So let's see what happens. Um, but definitely Tesla is a good company. Definitely want to watch to see how it reacts over here. We went to 284. We started to basically slowly pull back over here. Watch for the break and hold above 275. Above 275, we can start pushing back up towards those 280 levels. 284 was the 180-day high over here. Let's jump back over towards the 20-day. But before we go to the 20-day, you can see the MACD is crossed down in a bearish position. Our size overbought on the 1 year and the 180-day. So we could possibly have more continuation to the downside. Now jumping over towards the 20-day over here. 20-day, you can see that we basically kind of double topped at that 284, and we're holding below that 20-day trade line. We put in some type of support over here around this 272 level. Watch to see if we break 272, then we can start basically going down towards this 267 levels. Definitely 272 because we bounced over it off of it yesterday, right? And we basically came up to hit that 277, and we basically rejected it, and we're starting to come back down again. So watch to see if we break above 276 for uptrend. Once we break 276, we can start going to 280, maybe even 284, and watch for that 272 before we can start going down towards these 267 level to the downside. Next one we're going to talk about is SPY. Looking at SPY over here, SPY is basically kind of had a hard time breaking above 444, right? A lot of stocks are overbought. If we jump over towards the 1 year, RSI was very overbought over here, and we basically kind of double topped at that 444, and it looks like we're having an overall pullback. MACD is trying to cross down on the 1 year, jumping over towards the 180 day. You can see that we basically crossed over on the 5th, right? A lot of my students actually jumped in on the 5th, shorted it, especially Nelson. Nelson caught it to the downside. So a lot of stocks basically, or a lot of people caught to the downside, especially since that MACD started indicating it on the 5th. And we were struggling to break above 44. Whenever you guys see a stock push up and go sideways for a long period of time, that is a sign of weakness. What is stopping the stock from going higher, right? That means the stock has found resistance, right, to the upside. Now we started to basically pull back. We're floating around that 1 year trade line around 439. If we start to hold below 439, we can start going to 436. Kind of try to test it yesterday, pre-market around like 9 o'clock. Let's see if we go back towards that level again. Make sure you guys set your alerts. If we do start to break below 438, we could start possibly going 439, and maybe lower to 434. To the upside, make sure you guys watch for 440. Break of the trade lines to the upside. Whenever we hold above, the candles hold above the trade line, we're bullish. Below it, we're bearish. Right now, we're below it. So we need to hold above 440 before we can start pushing up towards 444. Comment below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the market is due for a bigger pullback, especially looking at these 1 year charts? A lot of these 1 year charts are overbought. Anything could happen. Make sure you guys set your alerts. Make sure you guys wait for directions before you guys jump into any trades. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, especially if you guys like the videos, especially if you guys want more videos from me. Make sure you guys comment below what videos are you guys interested in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.